Good afternoon, vapors. This is Rich from Tampa, Florida. About a week ago, I bought a new toy at Totally Wicked here in Tampa, Florida, not Kansas. I wanted to give you my 2 cents on it, possibly 1 cent, whatever you want to call it. Anywho, put it through its paces. Did an unboxing for you. That'll be coming up after here in a little bit. I'll put the times down below here. And anywho, this is going to be the Odyssey mechanical mod. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm filming this a couple different parts. I have the box right here. I actually bought this locally from the Totally Wicked store here in Tampa. Bought it from Jesse over there. If you get a chance to stop by their lounge, it's really kick-ass. Lounge chairs, the whole 9 yards. I'm pretty sure they got Wi-Fi, and I saw sodas and stuff, so you can actually just sit down there and have a vape and shoot the shit with the staff down there. Good people. Anywho, so I did not take this out of the box. Drove all the way home like a freaking kid on Christmas, you know, thinking, yeah, I want to open this thing up, and I had to hold off. So, anywho, 1 sec here. So, I have this box here, and I'll go ahead and do a opening. Now, this is exactly, you're seeing it exactly the same time I'm seeing it for the first time. Hold on, let me get a vape. So, looks scary. Anyway, so yeah, so go ahead and get this thing open. Awesome. Like I said, you're seeing this exactly the same time I'm seeing it. I picked this thing up for $119, which I figure is a pretty decent deal. The mod itself comes with a 5-year warranty. Jesse actually just called me to let me know that I had to come by the store and fill out some paperwork on it, just to make sure that warranty was active and good to go. So awesome customer service from Totally Wicked, at least here in Tampa. I've talked to them on the phone a couple times over in the main company. They're pretty cool too, but the guys here in Tampa are stellar. Anyway, so let's get back to this. Alright, so there's an important notice when you open this thing. I'll just say here, you can go ahead and pause the video and read it if you'd like. Now. Okay, now. I've already read it, so I really don't care. It's basically a how to set up type of thing, how to prime it and all that fun stuff. I think most of us know how to do that already. Anywho, so here's the presentation thingy. I think I'm going to use this box for juice. Anyway, so we'll pull this thing out. Put the box to the side. Get some Mountain Dew. Alright, so pretty cool looking box. Snazzy, well made. Comes with these cool little double thing going on here. Made by Totally Wicked. Comes with one Odyssey body. One Odyssey plinth. One Odyssey drip tip. One Odyssey DCT filler. One Odyssey DCT tank. One 1450 charger and adapter with 2 1450 rechargeable batteries, and 2 DCT cartomizers. Now I did check with them there to see who was making their cardos, and they are Bogue cardos, which made me a happy camper, because I just like Bogue better. So really classy looking box there, I gotta say. Anywho, alright, so let's go ahead and start pulling this thing out. Okay. So I'm assuming this is the body. This is a DCT tank. Hey, look, it's written out right here. There's a plinth. That makes it pretty, by the way. There's a DCT filler, the drip tip, the tank, and of course the Odyssey body. And then in here we have the guarantee, paperwork, instruction manual, which I heard is a really good instruction manual. with pictures and pop-ups and all sorts of good stuff. There we go. Trust Fire charger, maybe not. Okay, cool. All right, groovy. Anywho, all right. So in this box here, we're gonna get batteries, pretty handy to make it run. A charging device, which is a pretty sweet one because it doesn't have the cord. You just pop this thing out like that. Okay. We're gonna get anything else in there? No. Okay. Then you get this guy here, which I'm assuming is Cardos. Let's take a look. And they are Cardos. And if you look here, they are the ones that have the that thing going on, the ledge or whatever you want to call it, which is good because the tank is set up for that. So, okay, drink. Okay, so I don't know if these things are charged up or not. We're gonna find out. There we go. I think everybody that does reviews has one of these laying around. Pop this thing open. There we go, and let's see if we can get this thing. Okay. I think everyone doing reviews probably has one of these things laying around as well. By the way, it's not advisable to leave these things laying around open, but you know, whatever. I'm a trained professional. Okay, so we pop this thing open. Pull the batteries out. Batteries. They're a British company. Batteries. Yeah, that's how you do it, yeah. Okay, there we go. And these are 900 mAh, 14500, 3.7 lithium ion batteries. With, of course, the Totally Wicked branding, because, you know, they like their branding. Anywho, alright, so, pulling out this fella here. Here's the body. Now, there was some issues with this connector previously. You can tell if you've had this fixed, because it'll be a brass fitting, which originally, from what I understand, was a spring down that little hole right there. Now there is a post. You can see that. Yep, there's a post, which fixed the problem. A little pushy button here, which is good. You'd think that it could lock, but it apparently does not. Anyway, so let's go ahead and put a battery in here real quick. Battery. There we are. And battery cover. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Alright, so from here, you have the plinth, whatever you want to call it, which apparently is now permanently part of the box. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now this fella here fits on here like so. There we go. And it sort of has a, if you look there, it looks a little Proveri-esque with the little teardrop things going on there. Interesting. So, it's fairly small. I'm digging the look of it. The weight is perfect, very comfortable in the hand. All right, so next we have the filler. Get back here. There we go. We have the filler, which, as you know, you stick it in a cardo and you fill it up and all that stuff. Which, by the way, this also has the teardrop on it as well, which is kind of cool. Kind of matches. Next up, we have the drip tip, which, let me borrow this for a second. And the drip tip, I'm going to bet, is branded. And up, it has the little teardroppy things as well. Fantastic. It's just one big happy teardrop. Awesome. And of course, we have the tankage. There we go. If I can get it out of here. There we go. We have the tank. Now, the tank is pretty cool. It's got the glass inside there with the Totally Wicked branding. Of course, you're going to have the Totally Wicked branding with the glass. There's a glass there. And if you'll see here, right here, it has the part where the cartomizer sits in there. Anywho, that's where the cartomizer sits in and doesn't turn all cockeyed when you're doing your thing. So, anywho, let me go ahead and put this together just so you guys can see that together. What do you think? What am I thinking? Don't mind me. I haven't had my Mountain Dew this morning. There we are. So the drip tip would go on here. Looks pretty. And this guy would sit on top of here. Very pretty. Very pretty indeed. Okay, so I'm going to check battery strength and whatnot, and I'm going to come back and give a little vape for you and some more hands-on. This is the Totally Wicked Odyssey manual mod. We'll talk to you soon. Well, in a few. Okay, hello again. Okay, so I bought this guy, like I said, about a week ago. Did not come with the agate tee. Let me put what comes on it here real quick for you. It comes with an Odyssey tank. And I've been using that for most of the week. Now it doesn't come with a drip tip. It comes with a stainless drip tip that matches the rest of the mod. So I've been putting this through its paces. Let me grab a quick toke real quick. And I gotta say, I'm digging it. Very sleek looking. There you go. Don't mind the drip tip. Very sleek looking. They got their labeling all over the thing. They got it up there. They got it down there with a little devil guy. But it is a slick looking little mod. It's mechanical. One thing before I even go any further, because I'll forget if I don't, is when I purchased this, they told me it did not lock. So when you push the button, if you had it in your pocket, it would just go off. Well, I did some searching. There is actually a lock. It's just a pain in the ass to do. On the bottom here, if you take this with the little nubs, see the little nubby things right there? I don't know if you can see those. If you take this and you turn it to the right, it does lock. And then you can't push it. The problem is, unless you got really strong hands, it's a pain in the ass. I can do it, but I was working the ER the other day, and I thought I had it locked, and it was in my my scrub pocket, and I felt my pocket getting just hot as fire, and I realized this sucker was going off in my pocket and staying going off. So when I pulled it out, the whole thing was damn near untouchable. Not like LA Nest, but like fire. So I had to really, make sure I had this thing clicked, and it makes a clicking sound when you do it, before I put it back on my scrubs. Well, that happened twice. After that, I decided to lock it and put it in my shirt pocket. Since then, I haven't had any problems with it. So what do I think? Yes, it's the big coin. It does come with batteries, 2 batteries, as well as a charger. The batteries you get, big surprise, they also have Totally Wicked all over them. If you take a look there. Totally Wicked. And this is a 14500 3.7 volt battery. And it is 900 mAh, or MAH, or whatever you want to call it. It takes forever to charge these things. For some reason, these things take like 12 hours to charge. And the charger is a double stack charger. You get two batteries side by side. So the first day I got it, I had it on the charger for like 6 hours. It was still red. Thought maybe it's just first charge, initial charge, whatever. Well, the next couple times I charged it, it equally took as much time. So when you get this thing, make sure you have plenty of time in your hands to wait for the batteries to charge. Don't expect to, get to vaping immediately. Anyways, while I got this cap off, there is actually a screw. You probably can see it there. I can't see if the camera's focusing or not, but there's actually a screw down there. You can raise or lower the depth of the contact, which is good. But unfortunately, this thing only works with one type of battery, so it really is pointless. But what that does is it pushes up, and it pushes this battery up against the contact, and this guy, now this guy is also spring-loaded. Let me go and show you what I'm talking about here. Pushes a contact in this guy to make contact with the whole thing, and positive plus negative, and you're good to go. So that works. Now, there was some issues some time ago with this top cap, not working, not connecting, wasn't springy or whatnot. They have since replaced this. If you get a top that is silver, it needs to be replaced. Majority of the caps are now brass, and they have been upgraded to a better fitting, so there's been no problems there. So once you put this fella in here, wrap this sucker up, it kind of looks kind of like an old CO2 cartridge. I don't know if anybody's into airsoft, or I think they use CO2 in airsoft, I'm not sure. But it looks like the old CO2s from back when I was playing BB guns when I was a kid. So it's kind of reminiscent of that. But it is slick, it's comfortable as hell in the hand. It comes with this groovy little thing right here to make it look pretty for whatever you're putting it on. And, for the price, it's at $100, something like that, $120, I think. What you're getting is basically a Ego battery with the button on the bottom that looks different. It's not, the Bolt or anything like that. It's a small milliamp battery for the most part, but it is cool looking, and it fits even on my Agate. There you go. It doesn't look bad at all. It does. It has a little flange there that sort of meets it in the middle there, and it vapes. It vapes well. Let me grab a quick, it gets the job done, and it's more compact than, say, my Vamo, which is out to here, I guess. Even my e-cig is a little bit bigger than this, of course. So it's pretty compact. It looks cool. Now in this configuration, it's a little bit equally heavy on both sides, because obviously you can probably figure this is kind of heavy, and this side's kind of heavy, but whatever. So you know it's in your pocket. As far as buildability, is it a word? We'll make it a word. It's built really well. I mean, it's built nothing short of what Totally Wicked is used to doing. They did put out some good quality products. The person at the store told me they were built in England, and I mean, you're talking about just a good mod, just a good mechanical mod that has a look that is eye-catching. When you're around other vapors, they notice this. This is one of those mods that not everybody has, so it kind of draws attention. I've been around vapors a little bit, and they've all been like, "What's that?" or "Hey, is that the Odyssey?" or whatnot. And there's not too many reviews of it online either. For some odd reason, there's just not. So let me give you a quick good part, bad part, I guess you could say. Or P. Basardo says thumbs up, thumbs down. Let's start with the thumbs down. Thumbs down is it's easy to catch in your pocket and turn on, and then light your pants on fire, and then you're like, no mas pantalones. Because your pants got caught on fire and everybody thinks you're lying, and then you're bare naked running around your G-string. Anywho, Also, one other thing I don't like about it is the battery life isn't so good. It's no better than any of the egos that are out there. Ego C's, Ego T's, Ego A, B, C, D, E, F, G's, whatever. It really is not that much better. You know, I do like the Odyssey tank. It's basically a DCT with the cartomizer in there. That has a cooler looking slit to look through the glass. That is glass in there, Pyrex, whatever you want to call it. So that's kind of cool. I dig that. And I put this on my eVic, I put it on my Vamo, I put it on, you know, all sorts of, my Bolt, whatever, and it works no problem. You know, I'm moving away from the Cardos because it just they're kind of a pain in the ass to keep changing out and worrying about if the hole's big enough or too big, or if you're just going to suck juice or not suck juice, or it's kind of a pain in the ass. But back to the device itself, the good parts. It's eye-catching, comfortable in the hand. When the battery's charged, it is dependable. I mean, it's a workhorse. I mean, the sucker is it's tough. It's basically, you know, all stainless steel or whatever. I'm sorry, stainless coated brass. So it has that weight to it. You know it's in your hand. You know it's good. It's good quality. It just looks slick. Is it better than anything else? That's subjective to the individual vapor. Speaking of which. One day I'm gonna learn how to do the smoke rings. There's a cat in England that does it, and he just puts out perfect smoke rings, little freaking, you know, nose sign with the Ghostbuster guy. I mean, just perfect smoke rings, and he'll just sit there and watch them float away. And I couldn't do it. My smoke rings come out square, and it's just it's a mess. But yeah, this is the Odyssey, folks. No real bang for your buck. It is not a variable voltage, variable wattage. It doesn't read ohms. It doesn't read a story to you in the middle of the night. It is what it is. This is a battery operated mechanical mod with a button on the bottom that is unusual, different from all the other mechanical mods you'll see out there that have a tendency to look exactly like each other. It's becoming kind of like every company puts out a mod, mechanical mod, because it's a fucking tube that has a button that makes a connection every time we push it. That's what a mechanical mod is. For those of you who don't know that, that's what a mechanical mod really is. So this is cool because this one pushes the battery up. It has the bottom thing. It's cool because it has a look to it. It's cool because it's comfortable in the hand, both for men and women. You know, that's its strong point is novelty. You know, it is not life-changing or anything like that, like, you know, some people think the Vamo is. I tend to kind of agree with that, but it is, like I said, it's a great deal for the money. You know, it looks great, and yeah, it catches eyes. So I mean, if you're in the market for a mechanical mod and you're not worried about the battery dying halfway during the day, depending on how much you vape, this is the one to get. If you're looking for a variable wattage or something you can play around with, don't get this. This is not the one you're looking for. Totally Wicked does have a variable wattage. They have two, actually. If you're looking for Totally Wicked, which they've been around for a long time, they're a solid company, great customer service. All the local stores are fantastic. I've been to two of them here in Florida. The people are great. You know, they have the, I think it's a Vape Pro or the Pro Vape. That's their newest. It's kind of looks like every other variable voltage or VVVW mod out there. But it's very well built. They also have the variable voltage something. It's like VariVolt or something like that, which is available for a little less money. Great devices. You know, Totally Wicked's solid. But basically, you know, that's basically it in a nutshell. This is the Odyssey, and If you want one, go out and get it. And if you don't, we'll see you next time. Vape on.